just beginning to set over the Indian jungle, casting warm golden hues across the treetops. Tala, with her sleek, vivid orange coat shimmering in the fading light, crouched low in the tall grass, her keen eyes tracking a bird fluttering between branches. She felt a thrill of energy that made her stripes ripple. Leo, the magnificent lion with his golden mane catching the sunlight, watched her from a distance, both impressed and amused by her boundless energy. And Kumi, the wise elephant, stood nearby, her large gray frame calm and unmoving, observing the two younger animals with a fond smile. The three friends had been through many adventures together, each one teaching them something new about their strengths and weaknesses. As they gathered by the river to drink, they overheard a group of chattering monkeys. The jungle's forgotten treasure has been found, squeaked one. Tala's ears perked up. She looked at Leo, her amber eyes sparking with excitement. Did you hear that? A treasure. Leo chuckled, his deep voice rumbling. And you think we should go looking for it? Aren't there enough treasures in the jungle already? Kumi, ever the voice of wisdom, added, we don't even know if it's real. The forgotten treasure could just be a story told by the wind. But Tala was undeterred. What if it's real? And besides, don't you want to see more of the jungle? There's so much we haven't explored. After a bit more persuasion, Tala finally convinced Leo and Kumi to embark on the adventure. The trio set off as night began to settle, knowing that a journey into the heart of the jungle would require both bravery and caution. As they ventured deeper, the forest thickened, the trees twisting into intricate shapes that blocked out the starlight. Tala darted ahead, her nimble frame slipping between roots and branches with ease. Leo padded behind her, his golden mane catching the moonlight. Kumi, though slower, used her sheer strength to clear paths, pushing aside vines and fallen branches. They came across a wide river, where a narrow, crumbling bridge stretched across the rushing water. Tala crossed with ease, her agile body hardly making a sound on the shaky wood. Leo followed carefully, his larger frame testing the bridge's strength. When it was Kumi's turn, the bridge groaned under her weight, and with a snap, one of the ropes broke, sending her into the water below. With quick thinking, Leo leaped to the edge of the riverbank and extended his paw. Tala rushed to the other side, shouting words of encouragement as Kumi used her powerful trunk to grab onto Leo's paw. Together, they managed to pull her to safety. I'm too old for this kind of excitement, Kumi joked, shaking the water from her ears, but she smiled as she spoke, feeling younger than she had in years. After their brush with danger, they followed the sounds of an underground waterfall to a hidden cave that shimmered with the bioluminescence of tiny fungi lining the walls. The monkeys' chatter had been true. They had stumbled upon a cavern that looked ancient, untouched by any creature for centuries. At the cave's entrance, they were greeted by carvings on the walls, depictions of animals and jungle scenes that seemed to tell a story. Kumi recognized some of the symbols as those of an old elephant legend, one passed down by her ancestors. She explained that, according to the legend, this cave held the soul of the jungle, a hidden treasure that could grant the courage of the tiger, the strength of the lion, and the wisdom of the elephant to those who found it. The three friends moved cautiously forward, each feeling a mix of awe and reverence. The cave seemed to come alive as they entered, the air thick with an energy they couldn't quite explain. At the end of the cavern lay a massive tree, glowing softly with an otherworldly light, its roots stretching like hands toward the trio. Embedded in its trunk was a gem, swirling with colors that reflected each of them. The orange of Tala's fur, the golden hue of Leo's mane, and the gray of Kumi's hide. As they approached the gem, a deep, ancient voice echoed through the cave. It was the soul of the jungle, the very spirit that protected the land. Only those who face their fears may take the treasure, it whispered, its voice like the rustling of leaves and the flow of rivers. Suddenly, each of them was plunged into a vision. Tala found herself facing a fierce, older tiger who challenged her agility and her bravery. She had always relied on her speed, but this opponent forced her to dig deeper, relying on her wits as well as her swiftness to win the battle. Leo saw his pride in danger, and despite his bravery, he feared for his loved ones. He realized that true leadership was about understanding his fears and caring for others before himself. Kumi was taken back to her youth, where she was separated from her herd, forced to find her way through the jungle alone. She remembered the loneliness and fear, and how it had helped her become the wise, strong elephant she was today. When the visions ended, they each felt changed, having confronted and accepted their inner fears. They approached the gem together, knowing they had proven themselves worthy. The soul of the jungle spoke again, this time with warmth. You have shown courage, strength, and wisdom. You are the guardians of the jungle, and this treasure is yours to share. As they touched the gem, it burst into a warm light that filled the cave, wrapping around each of them. When the light faded, they felt a renewed sense of purpose and unity, knowing they had been entrusted with the jungle's spirit. As they journeyed back, the jungle seemed brighter, more vibrant, as if celebrating their return. The animals they passed sensed their newfound strength and greeted them with admiration and respect. They had found more than a treasure. They had discovered the power within themselves and the bonds that made them stronger.